The Tuscan hills lie silent under a thin crescent moon. A Fiat sits parked on a secluded lane, its windows fogged by young lovers seeking privacy. But they are not alone. From the olive groves, a shadow moves, silent, patient, predatory. An ancient, malevolent presence watches, waiting for the right moment. This scene would repeat itself across the countryside near Florence, beginning in 1968 and intensifying through the 1970s and 80s. The Monster of Florence was not political violence. He was something darker, more personal. The hills that inspired Renaissance art became a hunting ground. Florence's name, once a symbol of beauty, became synonymous with terror. Fear gripped the city. Lovers' lanes emptied, parents warned their children, and the police seemed powerless. Each murder sent new waves of panic through the community. The monster was a phantom, striking on moonless nights, leaving no clues, no witnesses. He used the same .122 caliber Beretta in every attack, but left behind only fear. The people of Florence were trapped in a nightmare, haunted by a faceless killer. Who was he? The question echoed everywhere, but the answer remained elusive. The monster's methodical, ruthless attacks turned the familiar landscape into a place of dread. Florence was no longer just a city of art. It was a city under siege. The monster's ritual was chillingly consistent. Young couples, seeking privacy in their cars, were ambushed in the dark. The killer fired through the window with his .22 Beretta, always shooting the man first, then turning to the woman. He dragged the woman's body from the car, performing a precise, grotesque mutilation. This was not rage, but a calculated act, a twisted trophy. The attacks always coincided with the new moon, as if following a dark calendar. For 17 years, the monster stalked the hills, vanishing into the night after each murder. His knowledge of the countryside and his chilling consistency taunted the authorities. The monster was not just a murderer, he was a hunter, and Florence was his domain. The investigation became a maze of false leads and ruined lives. Stefano Mele confessed to the first double murder, but his story was inconsistent, implicating others and confusing police for years. Focus later shifted to Pietro Pacciani, a violent farmer with a criminal past. Pacciani was convicted, then acquitted on appeal, dying before a retrial. His guilt never proven. Authorities then accused Pacciani and his friends of forming a satanic cult, but evidence was flimsy and witnesses unreliable. Theories multiplied. A lone killer, a cabal, even a secret society. Each new accusation only deepened the confusion. The investigation became a national obsession, but the truth remained buried. The case files grew, filled with contradictions and dead ends. The monster's identity was lost in a labyrinth of mistakes and desperation. The Monster of Florence left scars deeper than his crimes. Media frenzy turned the case into a national obsession, transforming a killer into a myth. Fear changed social customs. Lovers' lanes emptied. Trust in police eroded. The case inspired books, films, and even Thomas Harris's Hannibal Lecter. Despite trials and theories, the monster was never definitively caught. The .22 Beretta was never found. The truth remains hidden. Was it a lone psychopath, a group, or someone else entirely? The hills of Florence keep their secrets, and the monster's shadow lingers still.